Slow, slow, slow. If I play the example so fast, that's not gonna be pointless. Slow. Hi, my name is Merce. I'm a classical guitar player, and today I want to show you an exercise that is easy to remember and very good for the left hand. So we can use this Christmas time to get the left hand moving. Now, this exercise is purely for the left hand, and as you can tell from the title, is about drawing some sort of cross through the fretboard. The point of this exercise is that you learn to transition from one position to the other in, let's say, narrow jumps, in this case 1 fret at a time, without really causing this sort of jump. Usually when we change position, we pass from here, we unclip the thumb behind, let's say, and then we jump position, we unclip the hand, and then we jump. And so the hand goes in batches like this. The point of this exercise is to smoothen out a little bit these kind of transitions when they are not necessary, when the jump is so close from the initial position to the next that you can do more of an adjustment rather than this clipping thing that always causes more tension and a bit of a more rough change. First of all, it's based on chromatic movements, so like 1, 2, 3, 4 or the opposite. So it's very easy to remember, you don't have to memorize scales or anything like that. So it's very straightforward and you can really focus on the finger movement. Chromatic exercises are always very useful for the synchronization of the hands. Here's an example of bad synchronization. You can see that some of the notes are really not there, a bit imprecise. The left hand finger goes down a little bit too early than the right hand plays. Now, what we are going to be adding in this exercise, so that it's not just a simple chromatic pattern, is the use of extension and contraction as we go, but in a very gradual way. So we have this pattern, 1, 2, 3, and 4. What we're gonna do is we will shift 1 string up, so the 5th, and then 1 fret up, so second position. Same thing, 1 string up, 1 fret up. Again, 1 string up, 1 fret up. You get the point. So we arrive here until the 6th position, so the 6th fret. So we have this. You already start to see where this goes, right? We already made a diagonal throughout the fretboard like this. And then we need to make the other diagonal as a cross. So in this case, we need to go back to the 6th string. Otherwise, we will just be doing one diagonal the same way back and forth. So we go. And now we are ready to finish the cross shape. And there we go. We can get back home. So that's basically the whole exercise. I told you it was easy to remember. So how do we achieve these smooth position changes? The key point is in the type of contraction that the hand experiences when we are going up. So we have this. The first finger contracts. And then once I play the first finger, the other fingers spring back to have, let's say, to be prepared on the air. I'll repeat. You see that I'm here. My fingers are not contracted here, they are already ready to play. So you always take this 1, 2, 3, 4 positioning. That's why it's good that you start with this exercise that everybody does, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is some sort of upgrade if you want to have more fun with it. So the whole thing is gonna look like this. You see it's very gradual, it's kind of walking the way up very, very smoothly. Now, when we go down back to the lower pitch notes, what happens is the opposite. So we are here, we go all the way back up. What happens now, if we had a contraction, now we will have a little bit of an extension. And we have here this. So when we move from the 6th string, then we will need this little bit of an extension here. And the same thing. But as soon as I play the first finger, see that my other fingers release and I get back to the 1, 2, 3, 4 position on that place where the first finger is anchoring. Now, another variation you could do for not sticking to always the same pattern of 1, 2, 3, 4 is challenge yourself and do the opposite. So you have 4, 3, 2, 1. this is gonna be a little bit tougher because now we have the fourth finger being the boss here, leading all the time the hand. And so it gets a little bit trickier because we're not so used to that. So the second variation is something like If you still want to challenge yourself a little bit because you're bored this Christmas, then what you can do is, instead of doing index, middle for the right hand, what you can do is do middle and ring finger. This is a much harder variation, and you will see that it's actually also helping you get better with the index middle even without practicing it. One last thing, watch out the rhythm regularity. You don't want to sound something like this. Try always to be really sharp and on point with the rhythm. So the complete exercise will look like this. And the variation, if you want to go for it, it looks like this. So that was all for today. I hope this exercise will help you to get a little bit more dexterity in the left hand fingers and all these changes of position. And let me know in the comment box which is your comfort speed and from which speed you start to just lose it and play bad. It will be interesting to see how you guys do and what is maybe the average of all of us. If you enjoy my videos, please go ahead and share it with the community. You will help my channel grow, you will be helping other guitar players, and you will have my eternal appreciation. Plus, you will give meaning to these strange Christmas holidays of this year. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.